families. My name is JK. Welcome to another episode of the BRR Show. On the BRR Show, we talk about business, relationship, and real life issues, right? And I always bring you wonderful guests. Today, we will be talking about structure in business, and I have Nnamdi Ibe to join me in talking about this because he is, of course, a certified business consultant and a seasoned TEDx speaker. You know, say no be ordinary thing. All right, good to have you on the show.
Thank you very much.
You look nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so we're just going to go straight into talking about creating structure in business. Structure that would stand the test of time. Not just structure, but something that when you're not there, when you travel, or when you leave the world, your legacy can stay. How can someone build such a business structure?
Okay, so I think I'd like to let me explain a little bit what the structure is, because I think it's one of those words that has been used over and over. It loses meaning. Yes. So I grew up in Port Harcourt, and between Port Harcourt and Aba, Aba is a city near. I'm giving that reference in case this goes global, So Port Harcourt is a city in Rivers State, Nigeria, and then the next city is Aba. There's an expanse of road that connects both of them. And growing up, there were a lot of industries along that expanse of road. So I knew that because every Christmas, Mom and Dad would drive us to Aba to go and buy Christmas clothes. And so I'd see all those factories and buildings. And over time, I noticed that many of those businesses are no more.
And so when you were a child,
from when I was a child to now. And so it begot the question of, why aren't we building legacy businesses? How many businesses in Nigeria, Nigerian-owned businesses, do you know that are 50, 60, 70 years old and they are still running? Now, I'm not talking of businesses owned by foreigners, owned by Nigerians, started by Nigerians, and they are very few. Sure. And so the reason why that doesn't happen is many business owners build their businesses around them.
Around them, just strictly.
Everything happens around you. I ask this question often. For example, would you as a business owner be comfortable not signing checks in your business? You're not the one who moves the money in your business. Can you sleep well at night? Now, if you can't, your problems have already started. Building a structure means you organize your business so excellently well that the business, every task, the tasks, everything that happens in your business functions on autopilot, even without you. Think about this for a second. Bottled water, a can of water, table water. You go to a supermarket, you just walk to a shelf, pick one, pay, and you leave. Imagine the number of people that had to come together to make sure that that bottled water was available to you at the place you bought it. So somebody placed an order from the manufacturer. It was delivered. Somebody received it. Another person counted to make sure it was what it's supposed to be. The supplier was paid. Pricing was determined. It was placed strategically at the shelf where it would be easy for you to access. All of these were done without the business owner. When you go to a petrol station to buy fuel, you don't buy from the business owner, do you?
We don't buy from the business owner.
So we need to begin to accept that if you want your children to inherit your business, they should inherit something that works, not problems. And so when you structure your business, you take into consideration building a team, a group of people who function together towards the goals you want for your business. And that's what structure helps you do.
But the thing is, you said something now very importantly, that you need to build a team. I think the building of the team is where the problem has always been. What does it take to build a team, especially when you're running a business?
Letting go.
Yeah.
So this is what happens. So exactly, that's part of the problem. So this is what happens. You hired a team. So let's say football, for example. You've hired players as the coach. You still want to play.
No.
That's what happens.
Oh, Is that how
It's
it
the
is in
same.
business?
That's why a lot of business owners struggle. For you to hire a team, it means first of all you must define where you are going. What's your vision for that business?
Okay.
Many people are just hustlers. There's no vision. There's no
Probably
end
just looking
point.
for money.
Yes, and it's okay. But if you want to build a business that is
Something
legacy,
that would leave.
you need to get clear about what that future looks like. Then you determine who you need, which staff do you need, what will each person do, and how will you measure performance, because those are the reasons you can employ the kind of people that you want. And you don't give the business what you can afford, you give the business what it needs.
Okay. How about those, before you continue, how about people who feel that I think I'm the only one that can do this thing the way I'm doing it? You know, I've done businesses. I know what it means. Sometimes you want to leave it for someone to help you do it, but you know that they are not going to do it the way you want it done. Like they would say, if you want something done and you want it done well, do it yourself. How do you now build a legacy having that kind of mindset? And then again, if you work with people where maybe you trusted them with a few things and probably you realize that, oh, this company that this guy was helping me run, he built a house in his father's village, bought his wife a car with my money.
So
How then do you now, get to the point where, like you said, letting go?
that's the biggest headache. So let me address the first question.
Yes, please.
Which is on not before you talked about letting go. I think many of us look at this thing from the wrong perspective. When you say trusting someone, you're not supposed to trust people.
Okay.
You're supposed to trust a system.
Oh.
When you get into your car to drive, you know that everything is working, so you start the car and you move. If your business is functioning where all the parts know exactly what they are supposed to do, you will not be worried. And I think it's a mistake for you to entrust your business to one person.
Sure.
Because when you do that, if that person leaves, your whole business goes down. But if your business is broken into functional parts with different people handling different aspects of it, you could have only 2 people in your business plus yourself, but your business is so structured that even if somebody leaves, you can hire another person and plug the person like a flash drive, and everything continues to run. There's a structure on ground. Now, you said something about people who, I feel like I'm the only person
that can do this thing the way I would do it. It was me that received the idea. I'm the owner of the vision.
So see this is what I think. I believe that God created me on a Sunday evening after he has rested.
Why do you believe so?
Look at me now.
That's pride.
But after creating me, he did not create another human being like me.
True. I agree with you 100%.
He did not create another human being like you. So if you are looking for somebody who will do things exactly like you, you're just setting up yourself for frustration for the rest of your life.
They won't be
Even twins don't function the same.
way.
Your staff are not supposed to do it exactly like you. They are just supposed to get it done.
Oh, that is serious.
They are not supposed to do it like you, because to a certain extent, there's nobody who can do it exactly like you. But they just need to get it, to get the results that matter.
Okay, and I think this is the problem of a lot of people, like you said. I've heard someone speak, I don't want to mention her, and she'll be like, if I leave this into these people, JK, they're not going to do it the way I'm going to do it. And I used to feel for her, so I'll be like, I know, they don't do it like you do it. It is you, and you have a peculiar way of doing things. But then I have watched her struggle with, growing and creating structure, because she can't let go. It's always a struggle.
That's the biggest problem. They're not letting go.
But saying this now that you said, you shouldn't really expect people to do things exactly the way you do it. They should just get things done the right way and let there be results. That's the most important thing. It never really occurred to me, and I think I'm happy we're having this interview. At least help me to get to the right set of people. All right. In creating structure for business, you come across a lot of people. Building a team. What does it take?
So building a team, when you are clear about the kind of people
that
you want, when you are clear about your vision, when we're doing structure, vision isn't just where you're going. There's vision, there's short-term vision, there's core values. You need to be able to select the kind of people you want in your business. There's a reason why many of us malfunction in Nigeria. The reason is this: nobody has clearly defined the values that should govern how we behave. And so the people with the loudest voice have defined how we behave. Okay. Which is why certain things like corruption is normal, because those with the like is now it's I don't want to go there, but
it's not looking like an offense.
Good.
Corruption looks like
it's so normal. And business owners have failed to realize that we're not going to heaven to hire staff and put them in our businesses. We are hiring from the same Nigeria
system that we are in.
So you need to see your business as a teaching hospital where you take people from the society who have the same societal issues and you begin to refine them in your business. Because the truth is, if you don't train, if you don't groom, if you don't improve, they would bring Nigeria into your business.
So it is now your job as a CEO or business owner to make sure that
it's as simple as that. When business owners complain about, I can't find the right staff, I can't find, are you the right CEO, Seth? Are you the right business owners? And so, as you improve yourself, do you know that when we do trainings, when we work with our clients, when it gets to training, before we teach the skill side, we teach employees things like parenting. We teach them how to manage their money. That is, we're teaching our clients, employees, because these are the real issues they are facing on a personal level.
Oh, even as a person.
As a person.
Before they even came to your company.
So that 40,000 or 70,000 you're paying that front desk person, that's what the person is using to survive on a monthly basis. And it's not enough. Oh. Nobody has explained to this person how to manage their money. So if you teach that person how to manage money and they do it well, you've solved a part of their problem. And they function better in the office.
Your business.
So that's why I said it's about, you won't find finished products. Finished products are there, but they are very expensive.
They are very expensive, and I think that's the problem. And the person I was telling you about keeps changing staffs. This one misbehaves, or some people just say, I'm leaving, like you said, and that's it. She has to struggle and try to get somebody to help.
If you keep getting into relationships and people are breaking your heart, after the 10th time, it's not
nobody
them.
will tell you.
It's not them.
The problem.
It's you.
All right, we'll go on a short break, and when we come back, we'll continue talking to Nnamdi Ibe. Don't go anywhere.
When you log on to shortletrentals.com, what will you get?
Get a peaceful and serene environment to relax after a long week at work. You will get a pleasant, charming home, plus exceptional service you deserve.
Babe, how'd you get this beautiful place?
Oh, I got it on shortletrentals.com. They have really nice options. Very pretty places for like short stays, staycations, or vacations. Get the perfect place to spend time with your friends. Get a house that welcomes you home every evening. Get joy. Get satisfaction.
Shortlet Rentals, taking your home with you.
Welcome back from that break. We are still talking to Nnamdi Ibe, and we have been talking about many things. It's been amazing learning about how to train even your employees on the job, and that is amazing. Tell us, you were saying something before we came back from the break. I want you to say, not behind the camera, here right now.
Okay, so business owners should pay attention to this. Now, this is not what is said regularly. You're not using your employees.
Okay.
They are the ones using you. Huh. Let me explain.
Explain.
Before the person came to work for you, they have issues, life issues.
Of course, challenges.
They have challenges, family, and a lot of things. And your business is a vehicle for them to get to solve some of those problems, to deal with their life issues. And if your business stops or isn't delivering at the level that would help them at this time, they would leave you.
Oh.
So they are not, I don't even think your employees should buy into your vision. The vision is not their own, it's your own.
They should not buy into the vision.
The vision was given to you, not them.
Okay.
The vision is yours. So you can't expect your employees to work harder than you.
Yeah.
You can't expect your employees to dream and see what you're seeing. They can't. God, if they were supposed to see it, God would have shown it to them.
You that would be having the vision.
What they can do is have a vision for themselves.
Okay.
Where they are going and connect that vision to working with you.
Okay.
Now that's easy. So that customer service person knows that when a customer is giving them shit, they are not just taking it for you. They are taking it because that their masters they want to do is on the line.
So that salary is
It's
what they want
personal.
to fund their masters.
So it's not totally about you.
But most time, business owners think they're the ones using the people working with them.
Yes, so it's because of the way the African culture is structured. There's this slave and master mentality.
Okay.
It doesn't work in this generation
It is not
because a
going to
lot of
work.
people are smarter. They understand more what can and shouldn't be. I don't understand how an employer would hire somebody and not give them employment letters.
That one is a major.
Why
organizations.
why would you do that?
Well recognized organizations
Good.
that don't give that.
It's because you're trying to be dubious. You don't want to commit to this person.
Oh.
There's a reason marriage is sacred. There's some sort of binding agreement between husband and wife. Now by law, if you hire employees within the first 3 months, you're supposed to have given that person employment letters. And so if your employees are smart and they watch this video and you've not given them employment letters 6
They will
months,
ask.
they can sue you.
Oh,
And with a good lawyer,
they sue you.
go check the labor law. You're not supposed to have employees without giving them employment letters. You should give them things. Now, these are the things I usually tell my clients to do. Employment letters that states the terms and conditions of employment, including salary, including benefits and all of that. Job description is also there. 2, guarantors form. That one protects you, the business owner, because it basically says, if this person is looked for, come and hold me.
Oh, okay.
That's guarantors form. 3, an employee profile form. This is where you list the basic information, including next of kin
Of the person that
of
you're
the person,
employing.
address, NIN. Put the person's NIN.
Because NIN is
You
like
need
our
to
social
track.
security
Yes,
number.
exactly. You need to know the people you're hiring. And then there's what we call a position contract. That's something that comes from Excel and Grace, my consulting company.
Okay.
What that is a document that states, please, this is what we will expect from you, and this is how we'll measure your performance. You know, so that even before the person accepts the job, when you look at it and say, Oga, I'm not sure
I can deliver.
You just rest
Now
yourself.
we'll first of all check you before you want to take the job.
So there's a difference between I've been baking from morning till night, and I baked 7 cakes today. I didn't hire you to come and be baking from morning till night.
Oh, because
I
you
hired
could
you
actually be baking half cake from morning till night.
Same thing. And then end of the month, I pay you salary. I don't do that. So you see the elements of structure that come in. It's how can you? Okay, so if you're watching this and you can't tell me, if I follow you to your place of business, you can't tell me, show me details of all the money that has come into your business from January till now and how you have spent that money. You don't have a business.
Oh.
Quote me anywhere. You don't have a business.
You're just buying and selling.
You don't
don't
have a business. You're just funding transactions.
Oh, funding transaction. I like that one.
Because the idea is,
FT.
what's a business? You're in business to make as much money as possible for as long as possible by all legal means. So if you're not keeping track of the money, you're not in business. You're just funding transactions, helping the bank make money.
Okay, before we forget, Nnamdi Ibe has a book, Unsackable. Wow, this is amazing. Is it possible? Can you be unsackable in life?
Yes,
Oh,
you can. So the idea behind the book is it came from structure.
okay.
Business owners were complaining about not being able to find the right employees, and so this book is a manual, a guide.
To help them.
Give the employees, because I believe that from particularly here in Nigeria and Africa, they are excellent, remarkable staff. People dedicated, hardworking. They've left the continent. They are all brain drained.
Yes.
They are all abroad. The
They
second
don't jackpot.
Category are those who are working for the oil companies, the telcos, the banks,
Big
because those people can pay them. The third batch is what we have, and what we have is what we have.
You have to manage it.
You have to deal with it. And so this book is a guide to help you begin to mold some of these employees on how to function better instead of just complaining. When you hire, this book is one of the things you should give them to
Like
get
a form of training.
to get them started. Let them understand how to be so useful. That's the unsackable term.
Okay.
How do you become so useful that if they are thinking of letting go letting go of some employees, your
won't be
name
part
won't be
of
on the
them.
list.
Okay.
And the day you decide to leave, it will be a celebration of how long and the work you've done there, and not
Good riddance to bad rubbish.
that's unsackable.
Unsackable. Okay. When did you write this book?
Last year.
Okay.
This-
How long did it take you to write this book?
So it took me about 4 days.
4 days. Is this your first book?
No, my third.
Okay, your third. What was your first book?
The first book was Seriously, How Good Is Your Idea?
Yeah, that's it. Title.
That's the title.
Ah, nice. And what year was that?
2017, I think. 2017 or 2018. Seriously, how good is your idea?
So let me just ask you straight up.
Yeah.
As an author,
Yeah.
what is your major challenge when writing?
Okay, so like I tell my friend Emeka Nobis, I'm not a writer. I'm not an author.
You have a book.
I know. So
Your books.
let me explain.
Okay, explain.
I'm a businessman. I'm an entrepreneur. I just happen to have ideas
Okay.
I think that would help people. And I don't waste my time trying to be the person who does the writing. I look for simple ways to get results done.
Okay.
And I write, sometimes I record, sometimes I just draw the skeleton. Right, it can be so scattered. I just put everything together and give the editors. And they for me to sit down and write, I don't see myself as a writer. I can, like, Unsackable was just a conversation. If you read it, it's okay. Like if you open the introduction, you see the first thing that I said. If you expect this to be an academic document, I will disappoint you. And I did that intentionally. This isn't something I want you to read and think you're in class. It will feel like we're gisting.
Oh, like a conversation.
It's a conversation. That's how the book was written, and most of my books follow the same pattern.
Okay, I see. Okay, why do they call you the surgeon? I have to ask.
Okay, so my friend Emily, a personal brand coach, says she came up with that. We were speaking at a conference together, and someone said that they like the way I take business problems, dissect them, eliminate whatever issues are, and then release the business to function as if I'm performing a surgery, like a surgeon. So that's where the name came from.
Oh, that's where it came from.
And it stuck.
Your
And
ability
kind of
to
like it.
perform surgery on businesses.
Exactly.
Successful surgeries.
Exactly.
Oh, that is
That's where it came from.
okay, so if someone wants to order your
Order
books,
this book.
or wants you to do something for their business, help them perform a surgery in their business, where should they go to? How can we reach you?
Okay, Instagram is fine at Excel and Grace. You
Okay.
can check us out at Excel and Grace, one word. Our company name is Excel and Grace Consulting. And if you want a copy of Unsackable, you can go to EANDG. That's www.eandg.com.ng/unsackable.
Okay.
Or if you just get to at Excel and Grace on Instagram,
Send
You
the
see
DM.
you see everything
works.
there. Yeah, DM works. There's also a link in our bio where you see Unsackable and other products that will
That
help
you
you,
guys
like
have.
the complete staff document.
Okay.
That's a package that has all the documents you need if you're hiring staff, whether you're a small business or a big business. We have all of that put together.
So would you say that your book is affordable?
Yes, it's 5,000 naira. It's designed that way and it's kept at that price because I think you should invest in people. As a business owner and as an employee, invest in yourself.
Absolutely.
Okay. It's a remarkable
We
thing.
know that medical surgery can be quite pricey,
expensive.
and so business surgery
It's affordable.
it's affordable.
It's affordable.
Yes,
It's affordable.
All right, guys, we've come to the end of today's BRR show. We have been talking to Nnamdi Ibe, an amazing man, telling us his journey as a surgeon in business, a surgeon in business. So, same time next week, I'm your girl, JK_OAP on Instagram, JKAY_OAP. I look forward to, seeing you or talking to you next week. Don't go anywhere. Goodbye.